One of the joys of my job is I get to miss out on all the fun stuff like having dinner at the pub and stuff like that. So that means that I go out into the car park and I start working on the vehicles, getting them ready for the next day. Now with the Blitz, it turns out the carburettor on that is not the correct carby for this motor. It's actually come off a smaller motor and we can't get enough power into it.
Now after the first day of driving, I got into Mungarani and I sat down with Matt and explained that I really felt that there was something lacking. There was a few flat spots when you're driving. You learn to kind of really feel and hear those. And it really wasn't getting up to the speeds that I was hoping to get to. I had read that they can get anywhere up to 90 kilometres an hour. We were sort of sitting around 50. And to me, that meant that something probably wasn't right and it really wasn't able to be pushed that little bit further.
Well, it turns out, as part of our crew, Mike from Clearview is an old racer. He cut his teeth tuning carbies and making race cars go fast with carburettors. So the guy's an absolute whiz on carburettors. Now, I can do okay with them, but he came over while I'm sitting out there in the paddock with a carburettor in pieces and all of a sudden just started imparting wisdom and helping me really get my head around the inner workings of this carburettor. So what we're going to try and do with Mike's help is modify the carburettor so that it can actually fuel this motor. It's going to be interesting to see how we go with that one.
I still think it's running lean. Right, Matt had one of the plugs out there before and it was very, very white.
Yeah.
So I reckon we get a bit more fuel into it,
yeah,
we'll find it'll have a be more power and it'll be feeling a bit better too.
So we can only see how that goes.
Take it for a drive.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good thing about, you know, these old things. You can play with them and you can be a long way out.
Yeah.
And just keep playing with them until you get them closer and closer. You'll feel it when you drive it.
Yeah.